ready, hunt!
From the Opopco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is a Cable Motors OU update. I'm Jenny Carlson. Oklahoma welcomes Ball State to Norman on Saturday night, and Travis Haney joins us on the phone from Norman. Travis, this is a team that doesn't really strike a lot of fear in a lot of Sooner hearts, but is this a better team than maybe most people think?
Yeah, I think this was a game when you saw the schedule come out that probably induced some eye rolling from fans, and if you're not thinking about coming to the game, you probably aren't coming to the game. The Sooners being a 39-point favorite, but there's some things that seem to indicate that Ball State is at least better than fans and perhaps Vegas is giving them credit for. They are 3-1. You know, I looked at that on Sunday and said, okay, well, that's not bad. They've beaten Indiana and former OU coordinator Kevin Wilson. I'm not sure what kind of feather that is in any caps, but their only loss is at South Florida, a pretty good ranked team with a lot of good athletes. They weren't competitive in that game, got behind early and fell behind and stayed behind, lost 37-7. This is a team that runs a no huddle, and I think that's one thing that is going to be good and beneficial for OU is the fact that it did struggle last week against the spread offense, gave a bunch of yards, bunch of points to Missouri. Here comes another pretty good offense. So seeing how it responded in practice this week and respond to another up-tempo kind of offense. The coaching staff came from Elon. I know a lot of people don't know much about Elon, but my experience being in the South around Elon was that it was a very good, efficient offense. So I think it being a pretty good test for the defense, regardless if it doesn't have the name recognition that really brings a spark to this game and this environment.
You know, I think a lot of people were obviously aware of the Missouri game a week ago, and they know that Texas looms on the schedule a week from now, but is there something to be said for, you talk about that no huddle, this defense that struggled and admittedly struggled against Missouri. Is there something to be gained as these guys then will, after the Ball State game, look ahead towards that Texas game?
Yeah, I don't know how much they're even going to want to look ahead, and I'm sure that's what Brent Venables and the coaching staff for the defense is impressing upon the guys this week is this is a team that scored 48 points last week. It was against Army, so it wasn't just against a complete also-ran. It's a program that plays a lot of good teams, beat them handily at home. This is the first time they've been away since that South Florida loss. Here's one thing to note, Jay. 17 for 17 in the red zone. They're 100% in the red zone. The 13 of the 17 trips have been for touchdowns. So once they get inside the 20, they're pretty good at getting in the end zone. So, I think there's some tests out there for the Sooners that can help them not only for Texas but the rest of the season. And again, I think that's what the coaches are trying to remind the guys this week.
Definitely something to watch on Saturday night. Thanks, Travis. Hey, be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.